Yo, so like I know that a lot of people have like different childhoods, different kinds of fears. Whether if you're like scared of heights, scared of clowns, or anything like that. But I wonder, has anybody ever just like been afraid of the dark? Like so scared that you would just like your imagination would just go crazy and just feel uncontrollable. Like you would hear all kinds of strange noises and like whether if it's like sounds like somebody's walking around while everybody's asleep or like just probably like weird strange music when there's no kind of electronics on or whatnot. Me personally, I actually have like, and this is coming from somebody who grew up not really how can I say it not really believing in paranormal activity stuff. Like it's kind of like, well, for me right now, it's kind of like I don't believe it, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out if it's real or not. but uh, when I was younger, and this was like really crazy because like it was just like a whole series of events. Because like there'll be when I was younger, there would be nights where I would sometimes hear laughter of some sort, like a soft, like a kind of laugh, like just something like soft, like somebody was just like laughing in a whispery kind of thing. And it would be like, whenever everybody's asleep, like there'll be times where like I would literally get out of bed. There'll be times where I would like literally get out of bed and I would like walk around the house just to see if anybody's asleep. And depending on how bad it is, I'd go run to my parents' room. I'll try to like sneak in their bed, or like if my mom is like, don't get out of bed, you're gonna get in trouble if you do. I'd go I just like wake my mom up out of her sleep, like, mom, can you pray for me? Can you pray for me? I'm scared. I'm scared of the dark. Something like I hear noises, like, and like it's probably like just like the wind outside your window and stuff like that, or like like a tree branch knocking at your window or something. But my mom would like wake me up, wake my mom would wake up out of her sleep, come to my room, and just pray for me, and then like go to bed or whatever. And she's like, "Don't get out of your bed anymore. Go to sleep." You know. One particular night, um, it was just like all crazy kind of events where I would hear like that same kind of like spooky kind of laugh or whatever, just kind of whisper or whatever, and I would like sleep facing the wall with like the blanket just covering all over me, kind of like under my bed, and like if I like it was just like one of those things. If I like just like any other kid, like if I were to cover myself with a blanket and then just like face the wall, just like lay down facing the wall, I feel more safe that way, I guess. You know, um, I had no TV on. My the only TV I had on was like my TV in the living room, in my bedroom, which like kind of like I was using as a nightlight when I wasn't supposed to, and it was just nothing but static. But it was like the the volume was low, so so my parents wouldn't know that I had my TV on until like the morning time or something, and it would turn off for a while, like after a while. But furthermore, so yeah, I would hear this, this ha 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 kind of noise, kind of like laugh. And then like following that, I would hear like this weird kind of creepy piano noise. I don't know where the fuck it was coming from. I'm sorry for my language, but I don't know where it was coming from. But it had this like creepy tune, like dee 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 dee. And it would just kept repeating. It would just keep repeating over and over. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just kind of like, I was like shaking in fear. Like, I was like, the chills. I was just like grasping my blanket, just holding on tight to my blanket, like hoping that nothing just like comes up behind me, like hoping that there is nothing behind me or whatnot. If I were to turn around, like I'd be scared to even like turn around and look at the door, type thing. And then there was also like following that, there was like this rattle. Like my room was just shaking, just rattling, just just like that. Like with all those noises going on and this rattle going on, everything just shaking, it would keep you up all night. Just paranoid, just like your imagination's just out of control. You don't know how to control it. Your mind is just going everywhere. You can't sleep. Like, the paranoia was crazy. And I had yeah, I just didn't know what to do. But there was this one other night where I actually kind of conquered that fear, I guess. Where, it was just like I kind of like had this sleep paralysis where I like kind of like woke up and just couldn't move. Like I just felt like somebody was like holding me just down like this, just like this on my bed, and I just couldn't move. I was just kind of like jerking, trying to move and whatnot. And like in my dream, like I was kind of like half asleep. I couldn't tell if I was just like half asleep or half awake. But during that time, in my dream, I was just like, I said these words, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. I was saying a prayer. In my dream, I was saying a prayer. I was on my knees. I had I was on my knees. So I was like, in Jesus' name I pray, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And it was just like a spell had, released me. Like everything was released, everything was normal. I had the best sleep of my life. Oh, I think like I woke up ready to go to school, just like, just happy go lucky, ready to tell my friends. I was like, hey yo, ready to see my friends, ready to go see my teacher, just ready for a big freaking day. And like it was a really good day that day. I told my mom, I was like, hey mom, I had this dream where I was like praying and then God answered my prayers, and he released me from whatever was bothering me. And since then I was able to sleep ever since then. I was no fear sleeping in the dark. Yeah, man, it's crazy.